Hey, Skull Vikings family. What's up, you purple-blooded warriors? Can you imagine our boys in purple swapping out their shoulder pads for safety goggles and work gloves? Building dreams instead of breaking tackles? That's right. I'm talking about the latest heart-pumping news from Vikings News that's got me fired up. Our players diving headfirst into community action with Habitat for Humanity, and a legendary return from Adam Thielen that's pure Minnesota magic. Stick with me through this roller coaster of feel-good stories, because by the end, you'll be cheering louder than at US Bank Stadium. Who's ready to feel that Skull pride? Let's dive in. Hey, Purple People Eaters, picture this. Last Tuesday in Maplewood, our Viking squad traded the gridiron grind for hammers and nails, volunteering big time during the annual Habitat for Humanity Build Week, sponsored by Anderson Windows and Doors. 8 of our guys, Andrew DePaula, Theo Jackson, Bo Richter, Walter Rouse, Ty Chandler, Henry Bird, Joe Huber, and Sione Takataki, split up to tackle 2 brand new homes side by side. We're talking hauling sheetrock, hanging it like pros, cutting flooring, and laying it down smooth. It's not just sweat equity. It's the kind of off-day hustle that screams Vikings heart. What do you think? Would you grab a tool belt for a cause like this? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And get this, folks. While they're out there building stability for families in the Twin Cities, it's hitting deeper than any touchdown run. Long snapper Andrew DePaula, who's been swinging hammers for Habitat since his Maryland days and NFL stops before Minnesota, nailed it when he said connecting with the community like this is awesome, but providing housing? That's next level. He knows firsthand, homeownership isn't a luxury. It's a need that lifts massive weight off shoulders, especially when life's throwing curveballs. Imagine the smiles on those future homeowners' faces. Our Vikings just made that real. Isn't that the purple rain we all love? Who's your favorite unsung hero on the roster? Hold up, Vikings faithful. Before we swing into more, let's crank the energy. What if I told you this build isn't just bricks and mortar, but a powerhouse partnership that's transforming lives? Tease alert. Stick around as we unpack how Anderson's jumping in, and then, oh man, Adam Thielen's dropping bombshells back home. But first, Rouse's raw take. Today means everything, he grinned, flexing those work gloves after laying some killer flooring. Helping a family move into a spot they can live, love, and grow in? That's the worth it factor. Fun fact, these homes cap mortgages at 30% of income, making ownership real for over 1,800 families since '85. Who's fired up about our guys giving back like this? All right, Skull Squad, let's hammer home the impact. Catherine Penkert, Habitat's Chief of Staff, and Kate Lowe, VP of Resource Development, rolled out the welcome mat, breaking down how healthy families, healthy communities start with home. They're the biggest affordable home builders in the 7-county metro, cranking out new construction and rehabs, all volunteer-powered like our players' epic shift. Thousands more get housing stability, financial boosts, and life upgrades through their programs. And that laser focus on racial equity, advancing Black homeownership by engaging us all, you, me, our Vikings. Lowe nailed it. You are all part of that community, so thank you. Feels good to be purple and purposeful, right? Hit me with your take. What's one way you've given back lately? Boom. Enter Anderson Windows and Doors. Our Vikings partners turning windows into doorways of opportunity. They're donating and deep discounting every door and window in these Habitat homes, sealing the deal on safe spaces. Eliza Klebeck, their VP of Communications and Community, called this super special mission alignment. As window makers, they get homes power, and teaming with Vikings amps volunteer muscle, resources, and spotlight on vital work. Since 2015-ish partnerships like this, it's stability for the Twin Cities we all cherish. We're proud to partner, she said. Vikings news is buzzing. This is community strength at its finest. Question for you. Ever built something that lasted? Share below. Skull Vikings Nation. As the dust settles on those fresh builds, let's pivot to a story that's got my heart swelling like a game-winning drive. Adam Thielen, our forever purple hero, fresh off that epic trade back from Carolina, is unleashing foundation magic in Austin. Yeah, you heard. The Thielen Foundation just unveiled a jaw-dropping weight room reno at Austin High School Packers. Teaser time. He even cracked a smile for their Packers nickname. Gasp. But it's all about lifting young athletes higher. Who's hyped for Thielen's homecoming glow-up? Keep watching. This gets even better. Hey, diehards, rewind to early November. Adam, wife Caitlin, and their oldest son Asher cut the ribbon on this beast of a project. The 10th high school weight room, the foundation's revamped. New equipment gleaming under fresh lighting, interior totally revamped, even old gear passed to Ellis Middle School for the next gen. Adam's intentional about looping in Asher. We've been very intentional to have our kids come to these things, he shared with Vikings.com. It's bigger than football. Sundays are his job. But this platform? It's for massive impact. Hearing youth testimonies? Pretty cool, he says. As a Detroit Lakes native, being back in Minnesota fuels him. What legacy are you building off the field? Purple Pride Alert. Fans. Adam chatted up students, staff, and locals, doubling down on his Minnesota love. Even after 2 Panther years, the foundation's state impact never dipped. Now it's roaring back. We've seen the ripple beyond athletics. It's really cool, he beamed. We're just trying to do more. And congrats to AHS Packers for linking with DTS Fitness Education for tailored high school training. Reno details? State-of-the-art gear, $1,000 leadership scholarships for athletes, even $5,000 over 10 years. For student leaders, Vikings News confirms. This is Thielen thriving at home. Ever feel that full circle vibe? Tell me in the comments. Vikings Warriors, let's lean into Adam's wisdom at the event. With these spaces, it's an avenue to help you reach goals. Not just in sports, but life prep. Like football, you can't wing game day. Success demands grind. Great space is key, but knowing how to use it, that's the game changer, he added. DTS builds athletes who last, post-sports health, feeling good forever. Superintendent Dr. Joey Page raved, incredible investment impacting so many. Head coach Nichelle Gabrielson echoed the gratitude. As the Skull line hyped the ribbon cut, even mascot Victor the Viking crashed the party. Who's your go-to for inspiration like this? Skull family, stitching these tales together. From Maplewood builds to Austin lifts. Shows our Viking soul. Grit on and off the field. DePaula's weight-lifted line echoes Thielen's bigger than football. Habitats 1, 800-plus families since 85 mirror the foundation's 10th Reno. All equity-focused. Anderson's discounts seal homes. DTS programs build futures. Vikings News is electric with this. Our guys aren't just playing. They're paving paths. Imagine the chain reaction. What's your favorite part so far? Sound off. Alright, hype train chugging. Remember those 8 builders? Theo Jackson dodging sheetrock like a safety blitz. Ty Chandler laying floors smoother than his runs. Bo Richter and Henry Bird hauling like linemen. Joe Huber and Sione Takataki hanging walls with precision. Rouse's laugh over gloves? Pure joy. This off-day crew proved. Vikings give 110% always. Fun stat. Twin Cities Habitat's volunteer model powers it all. No wonder it's the Metro's homeownership king. Who's next to volunteer? Tag a friend. Purple Pulse racing yet? Let's zoom on Lowe's equity push. Laser focus on Black homeownership via community engagement. Our players embody that thank yous flowing. Penkert's massive group project vibe? Spot on. It's us versus the world, building strong. Klebek's vital to community strength? Amen. Anderson's been Viking partners forever, now amplifying Habitat. Since 85,000 stabilized. This build week? Peak Purple power. What community cause fires you up? Vikings diehards, shifting gears to Thielen's Austin magic. Ribbon cut with Skull line performing, panoramic views of that revamped beast. New flooring, paint, walls popping. Adam couldn't utter Go Pack fully, but for these Packers kids, big exception. It's just been incredible, Page said on the impact. Volleyball coach Gabrielson spotlighted the gratitude. Even youth athletes shared testimonies midroom. Tears and cheers. Foundation's hashtag Change Through Sport program? Selecting schools yearly. Now hitting Southeast MN hard. Who's inspired to train harder? Boom. Thielen's trade back to Vikings? Timeline gold. Announced mid-season, he's third in receptions all time. But Austin, personal. Being from Minnesota is greater. To give back to communities that raised us. He told crowds. Caitlin and Asher there? Family affair. $5,000 decade-long student leader fund? Genius. Old gear to middles? Ripple effect. Vikings.com captured it. Intentional parenting through giving. Ever brought kids to a cause? Spill. Skull Squad. Connecting dots. Habitat's 30% income cap mortgages mirror Thielen's accessible dreams for youth. Builds in Maplewood? New construction like Austin's fresh space. Volunteers like R8. Echo Thielen's hands-on. Equity in housing, like scholarships advancing leaders. Anderson's donations? Windows to futures like DTS teaching lifelong health. Vikings News threads it. Passionate play meets passionate giveback. What's the biggest wow for you here? Hey, faithful, let's relive DePaula's depth. Grew up Maryland builds NFL spots too, now Minnesota. Needs, not wants, housing checks that box. Weight off families. Smiles guaranteed. Joined by Jackson's agility, Richter's strength, Rouse's heart, Chandler's speed. Bird's build, Huber's hustle, Takataki's tackle mindset. 8-man rotation crushing it. Stat. 7 county metros top builder. This Tuesday off day? Legendary. Who's your pick for MVP of the build? Purple Warriors, Anderson's Klebeck again. Home's importance. We know it. Habitat makes it affordable. Vikings volunteer power plus visibility. Community rocket fuel. Proud partners since way back. Lowe's thanks? Part of that community. Penkert's Homestart mantra? Core. Builds new and rehab, volunteers like us fuel it. Thousands improved lives. Build Week presented by them? Seamless. What partnership excites you most? Vikings Nation. Thielen's event glow. Students shedding light on impacts. Personal stories hitting home. Adam and Caitlin soaking it. Media buzzing. Partners proud. Grateful to be back. He reiterated love for MN. Foundation's mission. Serve, educate, inspire full potential. From Detroit Lakes roots to Panther detour, now Purpl again. Reno's versatility, in season, off-season gold. Page, state-of-the-art for modern training. Your thoughts on Thielen's return? Skull fam, as we wrap these epic segments, feel the unity. From sheetrock swings to scholarship drops, it's Vikings weaving community fabric. DePaula's security talk? Thielen's prep wisdom? Synced. 1,800 habitat families? 10 foundation rooms? Power numbers. Racial equity laser. Leadership funds? Forward thinking. Anderson's deep discounts? DTS programs? Sustainable wins. Vikings News delivers. This is our why. What's one action you'll take inspired by this? Alright, Hype Beast's final push. Imagine those new homes first families walking in, or Austin kids hitting PRs in that lit-up room. Are 8 volunteers gloves off grins? Priceless. Thielen's conversations with Asher? Future-proof. All this in November 25, fresh off-season vibes. Skull echoes from Maplewood to Austin. Who's sharing this with a fellow fan? You've got the energy. Now spread it. Hey, Purple Pride, we've journeyed through builds that bind and Renos that rise. Vikings off-field game as strong as any pass rush. From DePaula's lifelong hammer to Thielen's 10th triumph. It's heart over helmets. Stats seal it. 30% mortgages, 1,800 homes, $5,000 scholarships. Questions peppered. Your takes? Your gives? Now, final call. If this fired you up, smash that like button, drop a comment on your fave moment, subscribe for more Vikings news heat, and share with your Skull crew. Let's keep the purple rain rolling. Who's with me? Skull Vikings.